Good day, I am Ira Soto, and I am going to present to you the difference of traditional sports between Chinese and Filipinos. It is inevitable that with such a long history, China have developed several unique and traditional sports and pastimes. So first, we have bamboo kayaking. Being originated from the Guizhou province, bamboo kayaking is another typical Chinese traditional sport with a long history. In nowadays, Guizhou area, the single tree drifting activity has become a real sport called bamboo kayaking for both exercise and entertainment purposes, attracting numerous tourists and travelers from outside of Guizhou every year. Next one is Dragon Boat. It originally came from a legend in which the patriotic poet Chu Yuan, who is one of the most famous cultural celebrities in the world. The dragon boat is still practiced after 2000 years. Nowadays, it has become one of the most popular traditional sports in China. During the annual Duanwu Festival, the dragon boat racing competition will be held on the fifth day of the fifth month of the lunar calendar. The third one is Wushu, or we call Chinese Kung Fu. Kung Fu is one of the most significant Chinese icons. Wushu is a form of sport based on Kung Fu technique, a general term for Chinese martial arts. The sport of Wushu was developed from Chinese martial arts in the 1940s, aiming to standardize the practice of traditional martial arts. Modern Wushu is mainly performance-based, focusing on moves like striking, punching, kicking, throwing, quickness, explosive power, and relaxed movement. And for the last one, we have Pearl Ball. Pearl Ball is a traditional sport of the Manchu people in China. It is now a national games competition. The Pearl Ball is a 7-on-7 competition, and its court includes four different areas, including water areas, restricted area, black area, and scoring area. While playing the Pearl Ball will not only require players excellent personal skill and teamwork, but also require players operational skill to deal with different areas during the games. On the other hand, Filipinos are known to be lovers of sports and has numerous traditional sports. So first one, we have arnis or eskrima. The Philippine version of martial arts is arnis. Dubbed the country's national sport, arnis is a weapon based from a form of combat used for fighting since 1610. Due to the country's diverse dialects, it is also known as eskrima among other names. The second one is sipa. Sipa or tukik is a native sport which is closely related to sepak takraw of Indonesia. The game is undertaken with two teams opposing each other with a net in the middle of the court. The goal is to kick a rotten ball back and forth until it lands on the floor of the opponent's sides. The third one is dumong. Traditional wrestling in the Philippines is called dumong. Combining Filipino martial arts techniques, the aim in dumong is to pin an opponent on the ground. Strategies include pulling, grabbing, pushing, and pinning the opponent down through targeting their body's parts that they use for control. And the last one is sitara. This martial arts sport, which has been around since the 16th century in Rizal, Philippines, use feet rather than the hands. One distinct technique in sikaran is the biyakin kick, move which aims to hit the back of the opponent's head. And that's the difference between Chinese and Filipinos.